things off, I've got the grilling supplies gathered up here, and that includes the Weber kettle grill here, and then we're using Kingsford original charcoal, and we've got the chimney and some lighter cubes, and we've got some applewood smoking chips that we're going to put a little smoke in there. We're going to be grilling some steaks for dinner tonight, and then we're going to be pre-cooking some chicken for dinner later in the night. So we're going to get things going here.
You're on.
Alright, so first thing we do is we've got the coals that we saved from last time we grilled, and we can reuse those. And so the way I load the chimney here is I put the new coals, the charcoal briquettes in there, and then I just gather up the old ones and dump them in on top. You can kind of see some of the ash blowing off. We'll give it a good shake in just a second. This is just the way I do it. Other people probably grill different. That's okay. Alright, so once we give that a good shake, we just need to clear that ash and stuff out of the bottom of the grill. So when it's nice and clean, it's ready to light the coals. Alright, so now that we've got the coals loaded up in the chimney and the old ash cleared out, we're going to use some of these lighter cubes to, or one of these lighter cubes to light the chimney. So I didn't always know about these, but they've sure made my life easier. They're very easy to light. You just get one cube and you set it in there. And it's kind of windy today, so I hope we can get this on the first match. So once that cube gets lit, then we just take the chimney and set it right on top, and then we let that burn, and when all the coals are ready, the next step will be we dump the coals out. So chimney, you can tell that it's ready when you start to see the orange flames just coming up just above the rim of the chimney. That means all the coals inside are ready. So be safe, use a glove. It's time to dump this chimney out. And so all these hot coals, you got to be really careful when you do this. You also got to kind of have a plan here. Depending on what you're cooking, you're going to want a different pattern of coals laid out in the bottom of your grill. Tonight we're doing steaks, so I'm going to do a half and half pattern. So we're going to have the hot side, which is where we're going to sear the steaks, and then the other side where they're going to kind of simmer a little bit. So here we go. Hot stuff. Set that aside here. And I use the tongs to kind of fine-tune the coal arrangement. The wind is coming from my left here, so I like the coals on the upwind side. That's just how I do it. So we get these all laid out in that half and half pattern. That's looking good. Set our grill on top so that it can start getting heated up. We'll get the lid on there. We'll come back in just a minute. Alright, so when you start seeing smoke come out of your vents, you know it's hot and it's ready. So what we're going to do now is just use the grill brush to clean the grill off. This is just grease and stuff left over from the last grill. I'd also like to point out that the grill brush we're using, I know this looks nasty, but it's not metallic. There's a safety concern with the metal grill brush that some of those metal bristles can come loose and actually get inside you if you eat them, and they can mess up your intestines. So this is a non-metallic grill brush. No sweat, you just brush off the grates. Now that they're hot, they just clean up real nice. That's fine. Alright, and then while we've got this grill open here, we've got this chunk of apple wood. This is smoking wood. You gotta be careful not to add too much smoke, but a little bit of smoke flavor just is really nice. So we're gonna put that in here so we can start smoking. We're gonna put the lid on, just give it 1 or 2 minutes, and then come back and we'll add the meat. Alright, so it's been just a quick minute or two here, and you can kind of see that applewood smoke is really coming out the vents really good, so that's how we know we're ready to put the meat on. So tonight, we're pre-cooking chicken for later. We're going to put that on first, and then we've got a couple of boneless ribeyes there that we're going to throw on too. So for prep, and this is for both the ribeyes and the chicken, all I've done is taken a little olive oil and spread the olive oil on there, and used a little bit of Lowry's seasoned salt. So we're going to go hot side with the steaks for a quick sear, and then we're going to move it over. You got to keep it covered up so that fire goes down. But for the prep, we just took a little olive oil and a little Lowry's seasoned salt and sprinkled it on there, kind of a salt rub. If you worry about the vegetable oil and the heat being carcinogenic, you could use mustard instead of that oil, but we use olive oil this time. Alright, we'll be back in just a minute. So that was just a quick minute. We're going for the quick sear on those steaks. So they've been sitting there. We're going to flip it over to the other side here, get a good sear. And then once those go for just another quick minute, we'll move them over to the not quite so hot side of the grill to finish cooking. We're going for a medium well tonight on those steaks. Right. So now that we've got a quick sear on the second side of the ribeyes here, we're just going to move those over to the other side of the grill to finish cooking slow over here. We'll be back in just a minute. Alright, so we're going to flip those steaks onto the what I call the fourth side here. We're just kind of keeping them out of the main heat. They're honestly probably done. We're going to add a couple of hot dogs here because not everybody likes everything that's being cooked. So we'll add 2 or 3 hot dogs on here. Have those cooked too. So we got the meat trifecta here. Alright, see you in a minute. Alright, we're going to check in on how things are going here. So those steaks are pretty well done. We're just leaving them over there to kind of keep warm. We're going to do a little temperature check on the chicken breasts here. We're going for 165 degrees. We've just got a little instant read kitchen thermometer. The way this works is you stick that in the thickest part. Looks like we're 149.9, 150. So we're not quite there to doneness on that one. And this one is not even as hot as that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and flip it one more time and roll those hot dogs. And then we'll check again in just another minute. Alright, we're going to do another little temperature check on the chicken here. And looks like we're a little overdue on pulling those steaks and hot dogs. So Here we go.
Ah.
168, 170, that one's good. 164, 165, that one's good. So we're going to pull everything.
Yay! Pull everything.
Alright, that's it for grilling. Time to go in and eat.